My name is Aliya Rab. I live in West Windsor, New Jersey. Right now, I'm helping my husband with his business from home. I manage some of the work that needs to be done for his business, and I also offer my services as a holistic healing practitioner. I teach Tai Chi for well being, as well as I volunteer at our local hospital. I have PTSD, which is more of a mental cognitive impairs my cognitive abilities, and ADA is not very good at addressing that in my experience. So by the time I realized I had PTSD, I did reach out to our local New Jersey labor department because I was literally unable to function, so I needed help, and so I went to them. When with all my experiences, and I'm a highly qualified architect, I have bachelor's, I have master's, I've done fellowships in both architecture and urban planning. Despite of all my, I thought, impressive resume, the only thing they could find for me was a job at a grocery store. So that was like a very heartbreaking experience for me personally. And I realized that there's something not quite right with our system in recognizing talents, especially those who have a mental issue. There's not much support that I found. Attitude is the key. And like I said, like I witnessed that people with physical disability would get empathy, compassion, courtesy, accommodations, but people with mental disability were like dismissed, ridiculed, exploited, taken advantage of. And there was this kind of assumption that, oh, they're stupid, they don't know what's going on. And that's not true at all. People with mental disability or cognitive disability, or people who are unable to express their feelings and emotions, are not stupid. It's just that they are not they don't know how to play this game. I feel very vulnerable. I feel I need assistance. But at the same time, I feel now I belong to this group of a community all over the world that are, experiencing similar things about their lives. So I kind of feel more connection to that world. And that actually helps me feel that, okay, we don't need to be perfect, whatever that means. We don't need to be perfect. We don't need to be strong. We don't need to be the top of whatever. Since I'm neurodivergent, I feel the advantage is that I'm able to, like look at the bigger picture. It's almost like I can see all the parts from another perspective instead of being bogged down to, whatever. I can see the bigger picture and think outside the box. I feel a lot of people just get very invested in their own story. This is what I want. This is good for me. And, like it's like very petty. To me, it occurs to me very petty when everybody's in that competition and trying to see what they can get out of somebody else. And to me, that looks like ridiculous. Like, wait, if you just step back, you can all benefit. All we need to do is just take a look at the bigger picture, and we can all be winners in this. And so that's a little frustrating to me when I see people wasting energy. We are constantly taught right, wrong, good, bad, rich, poor, bad, pretty, ugly, short, tall. We are so programmed to judge that it will take a lot of work, a lot of practice, a lot of self-awareness, and a lot of wisdom to educate and really come out of that petty judgment way of looking at life. What helped me was actually going into this holistic healing, in breathing, meditation, taking care, self-care. And then I started practicing Tai Chi and Qigong. That's my little go-to place whenever I feel stressed out. I practice Tai Chi Qigong, and now I'm a master and I teach. So we do, like you said, people with disability will find their own success story somewhere. They will figure out how to work with their particular kind of disability. And I think what your organization is doing is good to help people identify how they can function